channel. So I am here in Namibia. I'm in the Namib Desert, which is about an hour flight outside of Windhoek, and it's absolutely stunning here, to say the least. But I'm staying at in Beyond Sousavle, and I love it. Like, everyone here is so sweet. I'm going to be baking some cookies for the staff tomorrow. But I wanted to film a video that has been long overdue, a video that I've been wanting to film for quite a while. And this is my 30 for 30, like my 30 things I've learned in 30 years. But I am now 31 years old, even though I still feel like I'm 30. I'm now 31, and so this is going to be 31 things I've learned in 31 years. And I have the list in front of me, so I'm going to be reading off of my phone. But number one is give glory to God. Through his will, thy will be done. I swear, the more I travel, the more I see the world, the more religious I get, and the more I just thank God for everything. You know, without him, I would have nothing. Without him, I would see nothing. You know, I am just so grateful to even be in a place like this. But I've been traveling around Africa for almost 2 weeks now, and it's just kind of made me super grateful, like, that I even get the ability to travel the world. And the more I travel, the more I want to bring my loved ones with me, the more I want to, explore even more of this amazing, amazing planet that we live on. So that is first and foremost, is give God the glory always. I just think it's super important to just be super grateful. And number two is travel and see the world, and it will expand your mind and your network like no other. Every time I travel, I meet people, and I am a very good networker. I will say I network very well. And when I was at the Safari Lodge, I met some really, really amazing people, and they let me bake with them, and we exchanged WhatsApps, and it's incredible who you meet when you're traveling, and the relationships you will build. So I really think everybody who can should, and when you do, be sociable. You never know who you're going to meet. Truly, you never know. So number three is don't let anyone else tell you who you are. Honestly, this one is a big one because so many people, lack confidence and lack self-assurance. And I think one thing in this world that you need to be steadfast on is who you are, and do not let anyone tell you who you are or what you are. And, just be very strong in who you are, and your beliefs, so that they cannot be easily swayed. I think that's very, very, very important. Number four is strong opinions are good, but educated opinions are better. There's nothing worse than someone who talks like they know everything, but have no information to back it up. Read a book. Social media is not where you should do your research. Honestly, I mean, all of that and more. Like, do not go to social media to do your research. Like, you can learn things, you can get some news on social media, but always, consult multiple sources before you just take things as facts. I think an ignorant person, there's almost nothing worse than that. Literally. So for five, I put find hobbies. Basically, they will make your life more interesting. And if you're someone who happens to be one of these adults who I see go on social media and say they find it hard to make friends and yada, 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 I think you can solve that by finding a hobby, whether it's glass blowing or, pottery or sewing or photography. Like, find a hobby, guys. Find a hobby so you can get out there in the world and like use your hands or your brain, you know? Even if your hobby is just reading, like join a book club, start a book club, like find hobbies because they really are important. Number 6 is don't be so hard on yourself, as what is meant for you will always be for you. Honestly, that doesn't really need any more elaboration. I think it's just what is meant for you will always be for you. And I really, really believe that. My life is a testament to that, honestly. 7 is don't be afraid of no. Like, I started my own business about a year ago, and I realized that no is a part of the journey. You know, you're going to get lots of no's, but you're also going to get a few yeses, and the yeses that you get will be all you need. And then the people who said no will regret. They will wish that they hadn't. So the next one is 8, which is try out as many things as you can. If you're a multi-passionate person like myself, basically I'm always doing things. So I'm a real estate agent. I have a cookie company. I have an eyelash company. I do YouTube. I was a life insurance agent. And who knows what else I'll start to do. But you should try as many things as you can because, like, why not? The what if is worse than, like, actually just doing it, in my opinion. So for 9, I put who you associate yourself with is important. Make sure you choose wisely or distance yourself once you see red flags. I think that is also something that's truly important is, you know, if sometimes it's hard because you don't want to, like, you know, stop being friends with people for certain reasons, for just any little reason. But like once you see a red flag in someone, be aware of it and distance yourself, or it could come to your detribute. Like it could really hurt you in the long run if you don't do that. So just choose your friends wisely. This is stuff that I would tell my younger self, right? Like I used to always want everybody to be my friend, and that's not realistic, and it it just it's not sustainable. Number 10 is be careful of what you tell others. Not everyone is your friend. It is easy to want to be an oversharing person, but the more you keep to yourself, the better. I wish I had listened to that. I am an overtalker, I'm an oversharer. It's just naturally within me. And I'm still learning on how to fix that. I'm still trying to fix that, but we're getting better every day. Number 11 is do not let the sprinkle life hold you captive. I swear to God. I swear to God. Let me get closer for this. I swear to freaking goodness. I should not smoke. I swear to goodness because I don't swear to God. But honestly, that sprinkle lady, she tells a lot of good, like she has a lot of good ideas. She tells you a lot of things that you can use. But some of you girls are going to like have her be your downfall. You know, you cannot, at the end of the day, you can want a soft life, but depending on a man for everything will be your downfall, because there's nothing better than being self-sufficient, honestly. Like it kind of rolls in with like financial abuse, like control, all this stuff. Like we want men to be men, but I also don't want to be controlled either. And I feel like when you are listening to the sprinkle lady, you have to realize she's not talking to everyone. Just realize she's not talking to everyone. So just be aware of that. The next one is there's nothing better than having your own money, having a career, a business, and money that no one can take from you. That's the thing about, you know, being a sugar baby or being a kept woman or like the soft life that we all seem to want. Yeah, we all want it, but when you have your own and no one can take that from you, you realize how much power is in that. And The women who can take care of themselves and have their own are the women who really end up not needing men. You might want a man, but you can leave a lot easier and you have more options in this world than when you're controlled by like what someone's giving you. It takes your options away, unfortunately. And I don't want you guys to be stuck. Number 13 is beware of financial abuse. Being dependent on someone, I don't care how soft your life is, can be a dangerous game. I'm not speaking from someone who has not experienced that in some capacity. Everything I say is for a reason, you guys. I understand you see me traveling and you see me living very well and you see me going places. Just know, like, my life is good, but I want you to learn from my mistakes. You know, depending on a man for everything can go left so quickly. And you see it with stay-at-home moms, you see it with women who've had careers and they get married and their husbands ask them if they can like leave their careers. I don't want you guys to ever be stuck. You understand? Like I really just want you to learn that like you can be the rich person. You can be the rich man that you are looking for. We all want companionship, we all want love, but sometimes you need to depend on yourself more than you depend on others. And I want you guys to let that soak in. Okay. Number 14 is invest. And honestly, there's so many different ways to invest. You can use acorns. You can invest on Cash App. You can invest with a financial advisor. Like there's different levels to investing and there's different ways you can invest, but you need to have something. You need to have life insurance, which is something that I wish somebody had told me when I was like 18, 19. You need to have, you don't need to have it, but it's nice to have like a Roth IRA. It's nice to have investments because these are what is going to help you when you're older, when you're like sick of working and you're retired. You need to have investments. Even if it's not much, you need to have something. And so I hope you all can like look into that and don't get scammed. Don't get scammed. It's easy to get scammed with investing. You know, just don't make it difficult. You know, if it seems too good to be true, then it probably is. And if it seems too hard to understand, ask a financial advisor, but don't pay people a lot of money to manage your finances. You know, I can do a whole video on that later, but just invest your money, guys. 15 is don't be afraid to leave. There's a bird. I wonder where it's at. Oh, I see it. Don't be afraid to leave. Leave any situation that does not feel right. A job, a relationship, those should not be anxiety inducing. Jobs should be, you know, things that you enjoy. They might be difficult, but they shouldn't cause you anxiety attacks. Talking to your boss should not cause you an anxiety attack. Dealing with customers should not like, you know, cause you like, I don't know, cause you detriment in any way, honestly. So like, just be careful with that and don't be afraid to leave. Don't be afraid to be single is number 16. Don't be afraid to be single. Learn to do things on your own. Learn to enjoy your own company. I feel like every woman out there, every person out there should learn to enjoy their own company. The more you enjoy your own company, the happier you will be. And the more, I don't know, fulfilled you will be just by being with yourself. And it'll take a lot more work for someone else to impress you, you know? And that's never a bad thing. Oh, these birds are having a field day. Hopefully you can still hear me. I think you can. All right. 17 is not all money is good money. I've said this in previous videos, but not all money is good money. If it takes you giving up your morals or you feel like icky about it, then it's not for you. And what is meant for you will always be for you. So don't, it might feel bad. It might feel like terrible to say no to a job or to say no to an opportunity, but not all money is good money. And you really, really, really need to understand that at a younger age, so that you don't fall into traps. Number 18 is beware of energy vampires. In your life, these can be your friends, your partner, your family. They will try to suck the life from you. They will try to suck all the happiness from your life. They'll try to bring you down. And you just really need to be aware of them. And whenever you find yourself around them, distance yourself or leave immediately. Do whatever you have to do, but you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You saw that dragonfly. Anyways, number 19 is don't let emotion control you. It is easy to be a crash out. It takes a lot more energy and effort to be someone who knows how to manage your emotions and communicate. I've never been a crash out. I've always thought about like what if I was, but it's just not my personality. I'm too afraid of going to jail. So I've really never been a crash out, but it really does take more energy to be someone who knows how to control your emotions than to be someone who's just a very reactive person. I don't like being around reactive people. I find them to be too much of a liability and I can't be friends with them. So I just think it's, if you can, learn how to regulate your emotions, learn how to communicate properly. And if the people you're around cannot do the same, then you might have to drop them from your life. Number 20 is do not get complicit. Stay hungry. Just because things are going well does not mean you should stop working hard. This is something that basically tainted my youth. It tainted my 20s. Anytime something would go really well, anytime money would start coming to me, I would stop working as hard. I would relax too much. And it got me to the point where I realized how much of a detriment that was and how much of a disservice I had done to myself. And I really just want to stop someone from making the same mistake that I did, because it was a mistake. Being complacent is a mistake. 21 is take care of your body now and it will take care of you later. Work out. This is me talking to myself. Work out. Go to the gym. Don't eat all those cookies that you're making. Work out, exercise, be healthy, be active. Take care of your body now so that you don't have to worry about life in a wheelchair or what life with a walker or have like mobility issues or whatever the case later on. We only have one life, so you need to take care of yourself while you have the opportunity. Number 22 is tell the people you love how you feel about them often. I do this a lot. Like something happened when I was like younger, and one day I realized like I don't say I love you enough to my family. So after that, after I had that realization, I started saying I love you to my parents every time I got off the phone. I say I love you to my son every time I speak to him. You just tell people you love them as much as you can. You don't want to regret that later on in life. That's something you don't want to regret, is not telling someone you love them enough. And some people never hear it. So it's something, tell the people you love how you feel about them and tell them often, because people really appreciate that. You'd be surprised. People really, really appreciate stuff like that. 23 is trust your gut. If something feels off, then it probably is. If something is telling you to stay home and not go out with your friends, stay home. Don't go out. Trust your gut. Like, it's there for a reason. It works for a reason. do not think that you're just like overthinking things. Just trust your gut. If something does not feel right, you listen to your gut. It will help you more than it will hurt you. 24 is a man that wants to be chased is not the man for you. We stay away from weirdos like that. Please, please, I beg. Stay away from people like that. Stay away from men like that. Stay away from men who want you to be the man in the relationship. That is not what we deserve, ladies. Like, it is really not. A man who wants to be chased is not the man for you. Run away as fast as you can. I beg, run away as fast as you can. Number 25 is to center yourself, center your life around the woman you want to be, and then become that. I think that is really important. I feel like, we all have things that we strive to do in this life. We all have like an aspiration. So I think everyone should think really long and hard about the woman that they want to be, and then like strive every day to take steps to be that person. Men should do the same with men that they want to be. Like, think about the man you want to be, think about the father you want to be, think about the mother you want to be, think about the sister you want to be, and strive every day to be better. 26 is never accept gifts that are not in your name and paid for. Liabilities are not gifts. You guys, I have learned from experience, do not accept a liability. If somebody wants to get you a car, if that car is not paid off and in your name, do not accept it. You will regret it. It will be a liability that will cause you stress in the future. Please, please don't make that mistake. 27 is never take your education for granted. Even if you don't use your degree or whatever the case it may be, it's better to be intelligent than ignorant. Read books, educate yourself. College is never a waste of money. I know a lot of times people will tell you like college is stupid. I went to college for international studies with a minor in Arabic and Islamic studies. I've almost never used that degree, but the friendships and the people I've met and the things I learned while getting that degree have helped me in my life so much that there's no way in the world I could ever regret that degree. It was expensive, but at the end of the day, it was money well spent. And I think money spent on education is never money wasted. I know a lot of people are having issues with like student loans and stuff like that lately, but in my opinion, money spent on education is never money wasted as long as you learn something and you can take something from it. And hopefully you got a degree at the end of it. If you did not get a degree and you did not learn anything, then maybe it was wasted. But, you live and you learn. Number 28 is learn another language. It is something I've been working on for a while, but it really changes the way you experience the world and it changes things for better. It's something that I'm like trying to do this year is really get my Arabic together, really get like another language or two under my belt. And I've been using Preply, but I haven't been like really as dedicated to it as I should be. So that is something that I am striving for this year. And then number 30 is you are never stuck. You can always pivot. You can always do other things. Diamonds form under pressure and you can always change your mind. It's your life and you decide how it goes. It's your life and you decide what happens. You decide what you get to do. You decide where you live. You decide who you associate yourself with. You may think you don't have as many choices as you do, but you actually have a lot more choices than you realize. Honorable mention to number 31, the hard work will pay off. Keep going. keep going. The hard work will eventually pay off. So, this has been my 31 things I've learned in 31 years. Obviously, we could add a lot more, but we're not going to do that today. I hope you liked this video. I am going to do my best to get it up sooner than later. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing day.